Okay, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to the fourth and final part of this Evil Within no upgrade, no key run. We're here on chapter 13, the final few chapters of the game, and nothing too hard, really. There's still some sections that may give us a little bit of trouble, but we'll have to see if that's the case. So we're just starting off here with Joseph. He's talking about he's shouting for Kidman. Kidman! God damn it! No! Not the apple pie, bro! Oh god, we're just back to this fucking sausage fest with these two fucking chumps right here, fucking Sebastian and Joseph. God damn it! The entire game is just a sausage fest, bro. Sebastian and Joseph and Leslie and Dr. Jimenez and Ruvik. The only piece of apple pie in the game is now gone. For crying out loud, game. Why must you do me like that? That's just how cruel this game is. Not only do you die in one hit, no upgrades, no keys, getting fucked up by haunted sadists and keepers and amalgam alphas and, Laura. All these hideous creatures that are just constantly stopping our advances to get to the end of this game. My god, when will it end? And it's not over. We still got, quite a lot of shit left. We've got more haunted to deal with. We've got fucking, a squid monster, which... The squid monster is not even the biggest problem of that section. Oh my god. I will not spoil it, okay? But there's something that happens in this video, in chapter 14, that is just absolutely unacceptable. It's disgusting. It's sickening. It's horrendous. It's... whatever, okay? Let's just wait until we get to that part. No point talking about it. Yep. There's the keeper right there, dragging a haunted on the pointy side of that axe right there, or that hammer. That is crazy right there. That just shows you that this boy means business, okay? He don't play no games. Alright, he's got traps for us. He's got bloody, a fucking metal head, dude. Mate, that's crazy right there. That is crazy right there. He's walking around with a fucking safe on his head, bro. Or his head is actually a safe. But we've finally got to a enemy encounter right here, so I'll finally stop talking about random bollocks. That's what we gotta do during dead air. But we've got this guy right here. Careful of him because he does have a gun. I just lured him to this bomb trap and I'm trying to shoot him in the head there. But he's like, his head is literally fused into the wall, so I couldn't do it. But yeah, ends up dying, and there's a Ruvik clone right there, and the reason I killed this guy in this specific spot, you'll see him nudging him. That right there, okay? So a cool little trick you can do with that dead body. You can lure the Ruvik clone to it and set him on fire. You don't need to do that. It's honestly quite risky because if he decides to stop sooner and do his little shriek that he does to send out those arms, then that's not good, okay? You don't want that happening. You do have to get a little bit lucky there because he's not always going to stand on that dead body. I just managed to precisely position that corpse. There is quite a few haunted in here. I'm just luring them over here with bottles, and then a good old shock bull match combo. Nice little triple kill, or was it a quadruple kill? I'm not sure. They're all fucking pile on top of each other. And after that, this guy's gonna spawn. Cheeky fucker right here. Very sneaky haunted. With a agony crossbow. Be careful of him, alright? You don't want him sneaking up behind you and, giving you a bad time. Because he's gonna fire an explosive bolt in between your cheeks. And he's gonna blow your ass to smithereens. And you don't want that happening. I'm telling you, alright? Believe me. Trust your boy Nightcrawler. You do not want that happening. There's nothing worse than having an explosive bolt just shot between your ass crack, dude. Nobody wants that right there. Do you? Eh? Hey, comment down below. Would you want that happening? I sure as hell wouldn't want that happening. Oh man, I was fucking ran into that bear trap right there. You see that? Dude, again, bro. Look at that. Oh man, I forgot about that bear trap, dude. And I get very lucky, and I fortunately don't run into it. I'm trying to yeah, big time fail right there, because I'm pretty sure there's a guy left, and yeah, there, look, you see him? There's a little trick you can do. If you lure him to that explosive that's on that haunted, then you could kill him with it. The haunted that's sort of crouched down, he will never get attracted by anything. He's sort of programmed to just stay there. You can run around, throw bottles, and he won't get alerted. And I actually forgot that there was a second Rubik clone. You have the haunted, but also a second Rubik clone. Almost forgot about him, but you know, I end up retreating, pulling out the shock bolt, and then just doing that. And then I finally noticed the bear trap. It was an absolute miracle that I didn't run into that shit. I think like 2 or 3 times I almost ran into that bear trap right there, so very, very lucky. Since my plan failed of trying to lure that haunted next to that explosive, that's, you know, that suicide bomber guy, I just, you know, take him out with a pistol. There's quite a lot of traps around here. You got acid traps, which are new to this chapter, bomb traps, bear traps. It's, you know, full of the fucking things. Everywhere you go, there's a trap, man. Obviously, you want to disarm them because they are going to give you trap parts. And we're going to get a shitload in this chapter. Like, the game just goes crazy with the amount of trap parts in this chapter. It's actually quite wild. You know, if you're low on trap parts at this point, then worry not, because the game is going to be very generous with them. So just looking around, like I mentioned, but I don't know where every single trap is, so I'm being cautious. There is one in this room here, which I distinctly remember for some reason. It's really strange, isn't it, how, you know, at some point in time, you'll play a game to death and learn all the, you know, learn everything about it, the ins and outs, every fucking, you know, location of, you know, an enemy or ammo locations, right? You learn everything about that game, like the back of your hand, and then you come back to it years later, and you retain like 70% of that knowledge, right? But there's just certain things that sort of slip through the cracks, and you forget about them. But for some reason, that bear trap stuck with me. There's a one of these traps right here. There is going to be a haunted, so be careful of him. He's right there, look. On my practice playthrough, I actually used the shotgun, but it can get a little tight on shotgun ammo in this chapter, and we do need a fair bit of it. So I'm just conserving it. Decided to take him out with a stealth kill. 1 shotgun shell right there. Oh yeah, thanks game. So bloody generous, aren't we? 1 shotgun shell. Like, really? It always makes me chuckle that. Like, you see a big old pile of shotgun ammo, right? You see a box, you see the shells all piled up, like, I don't know, 5, 6 shells. But in reality, it only contains a single shotgun shell. You know, it's just pretty funny. So more trap parts around here. Wait for the keeper to walk away, because if he sees you, then he's gonna start, you know, pounding your ass, bro. You don't want that happening. You do not want that happening. Because, you know, there's an acid trap at the, where we need to go, and if, you know, if he starts coming after you, then you're gonna have to kill him or lure him away. And you see there's even these traps here, and it's really easy to not alert him. So, like, what the fuck are you doing if you do alert him? Like, you shouldn't even be playing this game, bro. How have you even got this far? And you just go ahead and alert the keeper? He's literally minding his own business, doing whatever the fuck he's doing. You know, just I don't know. I mean, we saw him earlier carrying that corpse around, so he's obviously doing some unspeakable things to corpses. So just mind your own business, bro. You know, leave a boy be, right? Don't interfere in his business. Don't go and fucking alert him. Just go on your merry way. Let him do his thing, and then we can go forward with no fucking issues, right? No box-headed guy chasing us, swinging a mallet around, fucking getting caught in traps and all types of shit. There's gonna be some precious magnum ammo in this chest, in this briefcase, so do not forget that. That's 3 rounds right there. Very good. Very, very good. And we do need magnum ammo for next chapter. Gonna be a crossfade right here. You get sent back to the safe room, so I edited that out. No one needs to see that. It's completely pointless. There's never any items in the safe room. It's just strictly story shit and collectibles, which I don't bother with. No one has time for collectibles. No one ain't got time for fucking talking to some nurse, alright? Oh wait, actually, I forgot about that. I was over here talking about Kidman, right? How she's the only apple pie in this game, but I lied. You got the nurse, but, you know, just not quite the same, man. Just don't quite do it for me. She's always been all mysterious and, you know, just very, you know, very, oh my god, god damn it, shit! Whoo, man, careful of that right there, right? Don't get distracted by apple pie, because then you're gonna get fucked up by suicide bomber haunted. Man, get over here, boy. I got some explosives for you, man. Shit, you think I'm playing games? I'll take my own life just to take you with me. And you do want to actually kill them, because there's some goodies in this little storage room. Trap parts, pistol ammo, might even be a little bit of shotgun ammo. Green gel even, if you're doing just a regular playthrough. You see even more trap parts. You can actually run past them. But don't do it, alright? They're really easy to take out. The pistol is actually useful for taking them out. You know, the pistol is usually an absolute steaming pile of fucking rat excrement. But for taking out those suicide bombers, it's actually surprisingly effective. Because one shot with anything, and they go kaboom! And there's a freeze bolt right there, which I do not remember at all. I really do not remember there ever being a freeze bolt there. I don't know if I just forgot it, or maybe it's something that I'm discovering for the first time in 2025, 11 years after this game came out. Is it possible? I guess so. There's always something to find out about video games, no matter how much you play them. So don't miss out on that freeze bolt. They are handy to have. They're not too good for a no upgrade run, just because of how appalling the radius is, right? Because that's what makes the freeze bolts good. Is not only like freezing bosses, but grouping up haunted and freezing them all, and then killing them all with a single bolt. Because that's what happens when you upgrade the freeze bolts. It increases the radius, so you can freeze a lot of haunted and kill them all instantly. And you know, you're gonna want to do that, because the freeze bolts aren't fucking cheap, dude. They're the most expensive bolt in the game. 5 trap parts, right? So on a run like this, where the only purpose for them is basically just freezing bosses, it sure as hell ain't worth crafting. I don't craft a single one in this playthrough. And you shouldn't either if you don't do any if you don't get any upgrades. But enough about that shit, okay? We're on to a pretty tricky section right here, which isn't too bad. But you have these fucking saw blades here, which are more annoying than anything, because they just do not cooperate. You want them to come over here so you can shoot them and get them out the fucking way, because you need to traverse through this this little kitchen right here. There's flames and wire traps and spikes, and you do not want them fucking, you know, getting in the way. It's just an absolute mess when that happens. So, you know, you want to sort of sit back here where it's safe from all the traps and just hope that they actually come over here. Take them out with the pistol or the shotgun. The pistol is shit as usual. It's very weak. I think you have to hit them about 3 times. Combined with the shit accuracy, yeah, I wouldn't rely on it too much. Just pull out the shotgun, 1 shot, and they're dead. So that's the best way of taking them out. Well, not really the best way, but it's the best weapon. Sure as hell, you know, you sure as hell don't want to use the sniper rifle on them. That would be such a waste, plus they'd actually be harder to hit with that. So you can see just all the traps. I think there's like 1 saw left, and man, you see me just standing here. I'm like, come on, man, really? You're gonna fucking do me over? You're gonna try and do me like that? And that's the thing with these stupid fucking stupid saws, is that they just don't want to come over here. They are really trollish. In fact, they actually tend to sneak up on you, right? They'll go around the entire fucking kitchen, go in between a little gap, and, you know, catch you off guard. They are fucking arseholes, man. So I don't know where the fuck he is. I'm like, you know what? Screw this. I'm just gonna go for it, man. Place an electric bolt right there. Really, really important. That's gonna kill any of them that try and get you while you're on this. And look at that. It don't even go off. Look at them. Where the fuck are they? I don't even know, but that was... Yeah, pick it back up. Fuck it. That was probably 1 in a million right there. 1 in a million fucking situation with that kitchen encounter right there. That could usually be a right fucking nuisance. But the saw blades just had no fucking interest, apparently. You had that 1 saw blade that was God knows where. The ones that came out during that acid trap deactivation, they didn't even set off the electric bolt, which I found really funny. So we've got a brief encounter right here with the Keeper. You can't avoid him. You do have to actually engage with him, and he means business. Look at him right there. And it's quite dangerous, this room, because not only is there traps, but there's these hanging carcasses, and they're going to slow you down if you walk through them. So don't do that. Very, very dangerous. And not only that, okay? We have the fucking cherry on top of the cream fucking bun, which is a saw, dude. And he is an absolute wanker. Big time fucking wanker, dude. This saw is the hardest part about this section. The Keeper, absolute fucking bitch. True fucking bitch, man. He is harmless. But this fucking saw blade is an absolute cunt. He really is a cunt, bro. He's going all over the fucking place. Trying to hit him can be such a fucking nightmare. And look at this. God damn, that was close right there. The saw blade is still on the loose. This guy's swinging that shit. I don't know how the fuck I'm still alive. Try to take him out with a fucking pistol. I know he's weak. He stood there looking at the fucking wall. He's dead. That saw blade is still fucking alive, bro. I fucking walk into this trap. This is super sloppy. Alright. Look at that. I almost ran into the fucking trap, into the saw blade. I'm trying to grab the ammo. Oh, and I ended up getting killed. I should have just ran there, because you only need to kill 3 keepers, and then the little shaft opens up and you can leave. But I got a little bit greedy there. I wanted the shotgun ammo, and I paid for it. This time, though, get the fuck out of here, you little shit. That's the thing with those saw blades. They can either be super easy, take them out in a couple of seconds, just like that, right? Or they can be just the biggest fucking tossers that just do not want to cooperate. They are very evasive, really tricky to hit. And, you know, from this point on, it's super easy. Super easy, man. Keeper, no trouble at all to take care of. We have really powerful weapons at this point. Sniper, explosive bolts, you see? Didn't get a fucking chance, man. Deactivate these traps, get more trap parts, pick up the pistol ammo, the shotgun ammo. Nice and chill, right? No pun intended, because we're in a freezer. Yeah, man. You see, I'm even gonna reload and pick up the rest of the shotgun ammo. Have a little look around, pick up this pistol ammo, get the fuck out of here, and just leave. How easy is that? Once you don't have that that saw, fucking you know, wandering around. Super easy. So down we go. That keeper is, you know, fuck him. Fuck him, dude. And fuck those saw blades. It's quite funny, though, isn't it? Because we're in that kitchen section, and the saw blades, just harmless, right? They didn't do shit. But then we get to that section, and that saw was just being very, very troublesome. Like, I edited it out, but I fucking must have died at least 4 or 5 times from that saw blade. I just couldn't fucking get him, dude. I just couldn't fucking get him. He wouldn't fucking come towards me. He kept on fucking, you know, sliding away, right? Those fucking meat sacks make it tricky to hit him. And you do need to hit him cleanly with the shotgun. And, yeah. I was just getting very unlucky. I guess the game was making up for that kitchen part. It was like, you know what, man? We gave you this section. First attempt. No fucking sweat off my back, right? Actually, I think that's not really the right way to use that phrase. But whatever, okay? Whatever. However the fuck you put it, dude. It was fucking easy. And then we get to that part, and the game's just like, yep, we've got to make up for that shit. Fuck you, okay? You're not gonna get out of here without at least feeling the penetration of these saw blades in your ankles. Oh man, you thought I was gonna say something dirty then, didn't you? Because I said penetration. Hey, get your mind out of the gutter, man. It's not like Nightcrawler be talking about penetrating anuses over here, or explosives in people's anuses, or whatever the fuck else I've been saying about anuses. Come on, man. I never talk about stuff like that, bro. This is a PG fucking channel. Ain't no swearing going on here, no filth. None of that vulgar shit, man. I mean, vulgar poop. Yeah. This is a PG channel. We don't want to get age restricted or demonetized with all that vulgar language. But anyway, not enough of that shit right there. We're here in chapter 14, and I'm going to show you a little, well, not really a trick, but just how to get a shitload of explosive bolts right here. If you go over to the bathroom, there's going to be a haunted with a agony crossbow, and as you can see, he's planted down all these explosive bolts. Wait, and then shoot it, just like that. You'll kill him, and then you can go in there and grab all the goodies. So if you look at this, you're thinking, how the fuck are you supposed to grab those? Well, just watch this. Ever so carefully, sneak to that one, disarm it, disarm this one. That's 2 already. And then shoot these ones. You can't get these ones. But the final 2 there, you can get. So you can get 4 explosive bolts. Awesome, man. Now you can see I'm going back here because when you start setting off those explosives, a Ruvik clone is supposed to run up here. But it didn't for some reason. Maybe you have to trigger these ones. I don't see him back there, so I'm like, you know what, fuck you then. I'm going to continue disarming these. 3rd one. And, well, I can't pick up another one because you can only hold 3 bolts. But he ends up coming up this time. Wait, does he? Oh, wait, no, that's what happens. Yeah, I end up planting these down. And then he sort of walks over here. And then I get his attention. Really strange. But now that I have room, I can pick up this final bolt. There's also some matches, which I don't need. But yeah, you know, cool little trick right there for getting a bunch of explosive bolts. Where is this fucking guy, man? Come on! Hello! I'm shooting over there trying to get his attention. Man, what the hell is this? There he is, look. Huh? Is somebody there? Can somebody please tell me what's going on? Oh my god, I just got shot. I'm gonna get you. Yeah, that was a mistake right there. I should have waited. Because now he's fucking transformed and... Oh, look at this. But he ends up walking into it, and once his body dies, those arms go away, so... Yeah, just be careful of him. Don't let him butt fuck you in that bloody bathroom. You don't want that happening. As soon as you start setting off those explosives, just go down the escalator here and just prepare for him. Couple of wire traps there. So, you know, careful of them, don't run into them. And then there's also that invisible enemy, which you can burn. Pick up my goo! 61,000! All to waste, because we're never going to spend any of it. This guy can get a easy bottle knife kill. Even though he's sort of pinned up there, you can hit him in the face and he will get stunned by it. And also a couple of harpoon bolts. Don't try and like run up to him and like burn him, because he will break out and most likely grab you. Also careful of the bear trap at the shutter there. And then once you get here, you get a checkpoint. Very good. And then we're going to have to do a little bit of sniping. So pull out your rifle. Hopefully you've got sniper ammo here. Otherwise, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're definitely going to want sniper ammo here. You've got a Ruvik clone, which we will freeze with a bolt. And how the fuck did that miss? Can you explain that? I have absolutely no idea what happened there. It somehow went through his body. I thought it like went in between his legs or something, but that didn't even make sense either. Just speechless. I was really speechless when that happened. I was just like even when I was watching back on the recording, I was like, excuse me? That fucking was just pure fucking nonsense right there. But, you know, that second time, I managed to hit him. Then, you know, snipe the two haunted, the one with the machine gun and the one in the train carriage. Make sure you sneak in here and burn these hanging bodies. Otherwise, they're going to wake up and also wake up those invisible enemies which are asleep on those little rock platforms in the water. Don't go in the water either, they might wake up. If you sneak, you can actually set them on fire and get their gel if you like, but in this case, we don't need to. Couple of bear traps, some pistol ammo, and then you have one last guy here with a crossbow. I'm going to show you something here which may not be a good idea to do, but I just want to show it off. So you can lure him over here by like running or shooting, and then do that. Now, very, very important, but if he shoots a bolt, don't do that, alright? I did this, I don't know if it was on the practice playthrough, or if it was one of the attempts before this, but he ended up firing an explosive bolt right in front of him, and I didn't know. Like, I heard him fire it, but I didn't know it was there, right? And they end up throwing that bottle into his face. Went for the knife kill. And then I heard the dreaded beep, 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 beep. And yeah, boom. Would not recommend doing it to begin with, honestly. Because you might easily get directly hit with an explosive bolt. And those crossbow guys are really accurate and very, very quick to shoot. Like, they will seriously, they don't mess around. They really do not mess around. Like, he may have looked like a fucking chump there, but there's been plenty of times where they've run at me and just hit me instantly. Like, I'm talking like, they'll be running, right? And then, literally, in a fucking blink of a second, they'll raise their crossbow and shoot it, hitting you perfectly, beep, 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 and fucking dead. Careful of this guy, he will spawn when you pick up, or when you go over here. 4 shotgun shells, which is very good. And then we can go into the little underground sort of sewer section here. Gonna have some alter egos. Burn the chewing gum right there. Man, who put this chewing gum here? This part is pretty simple. Just like fucking most of the alter egos, you just run past them. Pick up this trap part. 94 trap parts, man. That is crazy right there. We'll stomp this guy. We don't even need to. You can just run past him. But these guys are fucking peasants, so, you know, feel my boot. Stomp your fucking head in. This guy, however, I'm not going to mess with. He's going to start sprouting that face hugger. So go into here. Make sure you stomp on this guy. He is alive. And then the guy's going to walk into that shit like a numpty. Be sure that you let him do that before you pull the lever. Otherwise, it's going to turn off and he's going to, you know, continue coming after you. And they are quite dangerous when they're in that state. You go near them and you're going to die. So walk over here. It's going to trigger this one to come through the vent here. And then just crouch. Careful of the guy that spawns on the stairs, wherever. You do have to be kind of quick, otherwise he's going to grab you. This guy's going to fucking just disappears. Which is pretty funny. Matches, harpoon bolt, fucking shitty gel back there. Careful of this as well. Otherwise, a couple of electric traps are going to turn on and spawn alter egos. Which, if they walk into those electric traps, it's going to electrify the water and you'll die. Oh yeah, incredibly sneaky bear trap here. Look at that, dude. Fuck you, game, for that. Absolutely disgusting. Do you know what, though? I remembered it. I remembered it, man. That's one of those things that stuck with me over the years. When I was playing this again recently for the first time, I was like, you know what? There's a fucking bear trap here, I remember it. And there's one here as well. I remember them both. You know why I fucking remembered them? Because the nightmares of getting killed by them flooded on back, dude. So, very close right there. You can quickly disarm that and then just crouch underneath there and then fucking leave. It's kind of weird that you can run past so many of these enemies. I guess because they're just so fucking slow. Couple of bullets. Fucking shitty syringe that we don't need. And some shotgun ammo. So if you hear that hissing right there, and that, well, you saw it earlier, right? Where that alter ego disappeared. Basically, it's Quell, right? This big squid monster. He's going around these sewers, fucking up these alter egos. I guess he's trying to send us a message like, you should not have come down here. Alright? I'm gonna fuck you up, boy! Don't mess with me! But we don't have to fight him yet. We just have a little encounter here with a couple of traumas. We're not gonna fight these ones. They are very easy to run past because if you see here, so you do this, and then this like flesh starts filling up the place, and the reason why they're so easy to run past is because they have a hard time traversing this shit. Like, they always seem to get stuck, right? So you can literally just run over here, put down a shock bolt to protect you while you turn this from the alter egos, and then just bounce. Traumas, nowhere in sight. These guys just fucking retarded. Literally just run past them. They don't even put up a fight. And then, yeah, easy. You can shoot Quell here. If you don't do that, you're going to get, like, pulled up and you have to shoot with the pistol. So, just do that. Speed things up. Okay, so now it's time for Quell. Which is, This can be a pretty tough fight, just because your lack of upgrades here are really gonna be very noticeable. Like, on a regular playthrough, you can just seriously fuck up Quell. You can DPS the fuck out of him, just like freeze him or shock him, and kill him with a upgraded Magnum before he can even move, right? But it's a different story here. Because our Magnum is not upgraded, you know, the fire rate is not very good, the capacity is not very good, and the damage is not very good. So, DPSing him is basically impossible. You can do it if you get very lucky, but it is not reliable. So he's gonna spawn here. God damn it, I can't breathe! Oh, why you squeeze so tight? So we get this fucking killer music again. Love this fucking soundtrack right here. And then it's time to play with the big old squid. So a bit of a sloppy transition there. You'll notice that I lose a bolt because the checkpoint was right after I fired the first bolt. But basically, I'm just shocking him, stunning him, and unloading into him with the Magnum, explosive bolts. Eventually, the shock bolts will not affect him. He'll sort of just shrug him off and get away. Careful of that purple gas as well. That'll really slow down your movement. And at this point now, you see he's ran off or slid off, and he's gonna start fucking releasing these little leeches, which are actually really easy. Just bait him over here and sort of run at an angle to bait their attack. Shoot Quell. He'll drop down, shoot him a few more times, and dead. So really easy, actually. I did have to do a little bit of experimentation with that fight, because I used to just stun lock him, DPS him, right? But you can't do that on a run like this, so I had to change up my strategy. Give me that fucking green gel right there. And just take a look at this. Take a look at this right here. So this generator is not supposed to be on. So I interact with this, I'm like, wait, what's going on? I thought I put these in already. So I'll put them in again, and then... Wait, what's this? I'm stuck, dude! I can't move, bro! Game! Why? Are you kidding? Bullshit! Yeah, so I try and pause the game. I can't even pause the game to like restart checkpoint, right? I'm completely locked in place. So I end up having to restart the entire chapter. Even when I tried to restart my game, right, I closed the application, restarted the fucking game, got the checkpoint, because you do get a checkpoint after the boss. But my game was permanently glitched, right? I literally couldn't advance, right? Completely bugged out. I tried to restart multiple times. I tried going back to the safe room, thinking maybe that would fix it, but nope. Literally could not go any further, right? The only way to fix that glitch is to restart the entire chapter, which luckily this game has a restart chapter option, because, you know, what if I had it saved, right? Like, I did save, like, in after chapter 13, right? I always save after each chapter. But what if I had not have saved, and I lost my save, and I was just stuck with that glitched out save file? That would have been fucking bullshit. Hey, it was still fucking bullshit, man! Unacceptable, bro! What kind of shit's that? Really though? Just get completely glitched out. Can't fucking proceed. Just hard locked or soft locked, whatever the fuck it is. It's fucking... Man, I was really fucking pissed off at that, man. Really, really pissed off. I even like Googled it to see if there was a fix, and nope, no fix. It's a common issue apparently, because there was a bunch of people online that had the same issue, obviously from years ago, so it never even got fixed. Really though. a game-breaking glitch where your save file gets completely bugged out, right? Broken, basically. Unplayable. And they didn't even bother to fix that? Man, fuck that, dude. That's just... Nah, that's bullshit. You know, I love this game, but it is such a fucking mess, dude. The frame rate is fucking horrendous. Fucking game-breaking glitches like that. You know, jankiness with some of the mechanics. It's just such a shame, dude. This could have been such a fucking amazing game, and... You know, I still love it, right? I do love this game. It's one of my favourite modern games, but the potential is just wasted on the technical problems. It's really just very, very, very unfortunate. But we have this fight here again. This time I actually have the shock bolt, and you can see just how easy it is with the shock bolt. And then now we go into chapter 15. So I actually cut out a bunch of this chapter right here because there's a lot of running. There's no enemies. There's not even items to pick up. Like, there was some pistol ammo, but I was already full on pistol ammo. So I saved like 7 minutes. Just cut that out. You'll see that I'm actually going into the upgrade bench right here. Just to show you guys that I'm not cheating. There's no funny business going on. I haven't, like, upgraded off camera. You see? Completely legit run. You can't undo upgrades, by the way. There's no respec feature, so I haven't, like, undone my upgrades. It's a completely legitimate run. You know, just for people that maybe are, you know, thinking, shit, is he a fucking cheater? Tell me, okay? Are you cheating, Nightcrawler? But, nah. Completely legit, alright? So we're gonna go on now. We're gonna go on, alright? We're gonna go on. Get to the end. Finally fuck up Ruvik for putting us through this hellacious nightmare. Especially with that fucking glitch, man. I bet that was Ruvik right there. That fucking wanker. So you got this guy having a fucking tantrum. You do have to, interact with this guy right here to trigger the next fight to happen. And there's basically one fight left. Or at least one notable fight left. We are going to have a couple of boss fights, but they're really easy. Especially the final boss. And this is the encounter right here. So a really cool arena. Look at all these fucking eyeballs, man. Don't look at me! What are you looking at, eh? You got a problem there? Fucking eyeballs? Don't judge me. Did nobody ever tell you that it's fucking rude to stare? So this fight here is... Honestly, it's easier just because of how many trap parts we have. Like, at this point, we have about 80 or 90 of them. So even though there's a lot of haunted, you know, pretty big waves, we're just so fucking, you know, stocked up on trap parts, fucking other types of ammo, that we can just absolutely obliterate it. So first thing we do is we electrify that group right there, and then burn them. Go down here, electrify these ones. Another quadruple kill with the match. Very good stuff right there. And then there's going to be a Ruvik clone in the middle. So I put down these 2 explosive bolts to kill him instantly, but I was a little bit off. You see, that's not going to kill him. He's too far away from it. Yeah, that's why you need to be precise there. Get it right where he spawns. And then that'll kill him instantly. So you can shoot them to get rid of them. I don't think I ever mentioned that, but if you're getting chased by those arms, really close call there, by the way, you can shoot them with a shotgun and they'll go away. Really handy trick. So at this point, it's a little bit sloppy. That Ruvik clone is fucking chasing us. You got this fucking fat ass right here. King of Hun right there with the bloody shovel. Or whatever the hell he's got. Yeah, man. Fucking squeal, dude. That's pretty funny. He's just like floating on midair. Wait, is the Ruvik clone still alive, or did I kill him? I don't know. I was too busy talking. No, I think I killed him with a freeze bolt or something. But you got plenty of room to move about. You can use these platforms to climb up and get a little bit of breathing room. You see, they're very slow to climb, so you can, you know, take advantage of that. It's just this one chick left here, and then we'll get a checkpoint. Pistol is an absolute piece of garbage. You can see just how weak it is. God damn, she's losing, you know, missing half her head right there. So after about 19 fucking thousand bullets, she finally dies. Oh, man. Such a piece of shit, that fucking handgun. I can't stress it enough. So, checkpoint here. Make sure you get those matches, alright? Very important, because we are going to have more waves that drop down from these platforms. And just like before, we can utilize the incredibly good shock bolts to get multi-kills with the matches. So you have to be pretty precise with the bolt. Put it right next to that little, you see that little sort of grey like piece? Yeah, that's my point of reference that I use. So make sure you put it there, because if it's too far to the left, then one of the haunters is not going to get hit. And yeah. But triple kill right there. Then run down here. There's going to be 3 fat guys. Once again, utilize the shock bolts and the matches. A sadist will spawn with a rocket launcher. Shit! Fucking hell, mate. He's upgraded, isn't it? Certainly an improvement over that fucking chainsaw. So fucking agony crossbow guy right there. That was close. A millisecond later, and he would have fucking killed me with that agony crossbow. So if you sit right here, the sadist can't hit you. And then you can just let these haunted come to you. This guy's spazzing out. Look at him, man. And then you can just deal with them how you please. You know, shotgun, matches, bolts. Go crazy. You have so much ammo at this point that it's no stress at all. Now that the haunted are all dead, we're going to deal with this guy. If you're sniping from here, he can't hit you. Because of the horrendous clipping in this game, he will actually just hit that eyeball, right? So, abuse it. Fuck this guy with his goddamn rocket launcher. He pulls out the chainsaw, realizes that the rocket launcher is just not working, dude. Man, Sebastian, you fucking cheater! How dare you abuse that shitty collision? But we're just gonna take him out with some sniper shots. Obviously, be careful. He is pretty quick. My God, dude, shit, chill. I was joking, alright, dude. I was fucking joking, man. Don't you have a sense of humor? Quit being so serious, bro. And there we go. There he goes. He is dead. He's gonna fucking disappear and turn into a bunch of bloody blood pixels. Blood particles. And then now we could just go around and loot. I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna pick up those sniper bullets because we do need a couple of sniper shots right here. Just for this part. There's gonna be 4 guys. 2 snipers and 2 dynamite guys. So this is the reason we want those sniper bullets, because we could just kill the snipers before they even, like, pop up, right? And then grab them 2, run back, and then deal with the dynamite guys. If you sort of stand back here, then you're untouchable. The snipers will not shoot you. The dynamite can't reach you, and it's just, a free pass, basically. Now that they're dead, we'll climb up here, see if they dropped out. Pistol ammo, who gives a fuck, dude? Nah. And then go through these doors, and we'll have the final encounter with the Keeper. So we do have a double Keeper fight right here. There's a bunch of trap parts in this area. You've got sniper ammo, shotgun ammo. So make sure you pick it all up. Shoot that. Now, these keepers here are really tanky. Very, very tanky. You're going to see just how many explosive bolts that I use here. And you can see how many I have trap parts. I got 70 trap parts. That's just crazy. But they'll spawn up ahead. So don't go too far forward. Just take your time. Grab all the ammo and shit. And then prepare. So I'm going to craft a shitload of explosive bolts here. And plant them down right in these two spots here. Because that's where the keepers are going to spawn. Right? So literally right as they spawn, they're going to just get fucking... Well, I would say obliterated, but they are just going to shrug it off, man. I don't know if there's some sort of, like, scaling with the explosive bolts, or if these two keepers are just really strong. Or maybe it's just a, you know, a combination of the two. But I plant down probably 8 explosive bolts on each side, and... You know, they may not be upgraded, but that's a lot of fucking explosive bolts, dude. That's a lot of explosive bolts. It really is. Oh, man. It's just like a big old... two big old fucking light beams, man. Even more, dude. Even more! Take more of them, okay? I think that's it, though. So I'm gonna craft oh no, I'm still planting, dude. So yeah, look how many fucking explosive bolts I'm planting here. That's a lot of explosive bolts. I've only got 23 trap parts at this point, so that just shows how many fucking bolts there are there. Alright, so look, sniper, trigger them, and then they'll spawn and walk into those traps. So 1 sniper bullet each. There's actually a couple of sniper bullets on that left part over there. But I actually forgot about them, right? So that one's dead. This one is not. He's still fucking alive. 2 more explosive bolts. He is still alive, bro. I don't know how he's still alive at this point. He's probably eaten about 17 fucking explosive bolts, including a sniper bullet. Just, you know, real beefy boy right here. Real beefy boy. Can't fucking jump over because I'm fucking reloading. That's really annoying, that. Also, you don't want to go back to that previous room because you might have just heard there, but there's actually saw blades, so fuck that. I ain't dealing with those things. This guy just stood there, fucking glitched out apparently. So just shock him, and then I end up killing him with a harpoon bolt. Really though, I must have unloaded about at least 12 explosive bolts into that fucking guy. You know, sniper rounds, shotgun bullets. There's the, oh, it's actually on the right side. You know, all that shit. And it's a harpoon bolt that ends up killing him. Man. I think there's definitely some sort of scaling that goes on with, stacking the explosive bolts. Because, you know, that's just, wild, man. Alright, so, you know, a little bit of a gimmick right here. This part is really easy. There's gonna be all these traps everywhere, but we don't need to bother, you know. I mean, you can disarm them if you want, for New Game Plus. I don't give a shit, alright? I'm just trying to get through this. I don't care about no New Game Plus, alright? Those eyeballs, if you walk into the spotlight, it won't kill ya, but it will send you back to the beginning. So, more of a nuisance than anything. Bear traps, wire traps, bomb traps even. So, just take your time. Don't rush it. Make sure you don't fucking run into all... you can shoot the eyeballs, by the way, and they will go away temporarily. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, shit. That was close. Real close right there. Fucking hell. So nice and slow. Easy. Easy. Very, very slow. So wait for this one to go back, and then you can go underneath the wire trap or disarm it if you want. I'm not gonna bother. There's a random fucking like wardrobe right there, or a desk. What is that doing there, dude? We're in a fucking crazy fucked up maze with blood and fucking bomb traps and bear traps and wire traps and these weird fucking eyeballs that are, you know, letting out these fucking lights and shit. There's crazy fucking spiky bloody fences and fucking weird brain. Look at that brain right there. Look at that crazy fucking, you know, wall brain. This place is fucked up, man. And there's just a random desk with a fucking lamp on it. I've only just noticed how fucking strange that is. I've never noticed that before. Oh man, when you think about it though, that is really quite weird. You can shoot them to get rid of them, and then just shoot the eye. Playing it, you know, super safe here. I don't want to get sent back. And then once you get here, you get a checkpoint, and all you have to do is just run away from the meat grinder here. Be careful of the blood pools, because they will slow you down. So left, right, middle, and then you're good. And that's basically it. One last thing to do, which is to kill Ruvik. We've been building up to this the entire game. We've been through hell, that sadistic cabin, that fucked up harpoon section, the nightmare that is chapter 6, chapter 10 with all the shit in that fucking, you know, that chapter, chapter 11, and that bullshit gondola. We've gone through absolute hell in this playthrough, but we are finally gonna finish this shit. So you better enjoy your final minutes that you are left breathing on this. I would say, you know, on this, you know, in this world, but this ain't no world. This is, I don't know what the hell this is, dude. This is some crazy fucked up nightmare, dude. So don't enjoy your final few minutes left breathing on this planet, on Earth. You better fucking... You know what? I don't even know. Okay. I wanted to say something clever there, but... Hey, what can I say, bro? I have nothing. I'm stumped. I'm stumped, bro. I'm stumped. So, yeah, we're just shooting this guy right here. Make sure you shoot that hand. And then you can shoot his brain. And that's the thing, that there's not really anything to say here. That's why I'm trying to fucking, you know, just fill the dead air with stupid fucking commentary. Because I don't really know what to talk about here. It's just really scripted and really lame, honestly. It's really, it's just shit, this boss. It really is shit. Like, it's cool visually, right? It's really epic and shit, really cool set piece, right? But mechanically, it's really, not very interesting. Very underwhelming, right? Just fucking, you know, do a little bit of running. Fucking shoot the bloody, you know, shoot that. Get pinned on here, and then now we have to fire off the rocket launcher a handful of times. It's, yeah, I was never a fan of this boss. Really wasted potential, you know? We've fucking gone through all types of shit, right? Like, if you've been, like, you know, if it's your first playthrough and you've been following the story, there's all types of shit going on with that, right? All this build-up to You know, the final boss here, you want to get a satisfying ending, right? That fucking, that conclusion, that payoff! But it's just this. Just a lame, gimmicky, overly scripted, boss fight. So basically all you do is just shoot him with the rocket launcher. Once he gets stunned like that, shoot him in the brain with the rocket launcher, and then just repeat. Anyone can do this, it takes no skill whatsoever. Yep. So twice in the brain like this, and that does this section. Then you get that cutscene. And all you have to do now is just shoot Ruvik inside this fucking monstrosity. And that's it. It's over. That is a pretty cool looking creature. It's a shame that your fucking boss fight is so shitty. So shoot this guy. Bam. And cutscene. And that's it. Pretty lame, but that's how it ends. So let's take a look at the results. How many deaths did we rack up on that playthrough right there? 87 deaths. So not that bad actually. I thought we were going to rack up a hell of a lot more than that. I remember when I first played this game on AKUMU, years ago. I ended up having like, I believe between 300 and 400 deaths, right? And that's with upgrades, with keys, and this really wasn't that bad, honestly. So I hope you all enjoyed. That has been the Evil Within. I really enjoyed this playthrough right here. Always good to go back and play this game. I really do love this game. Despite the fucking bullshit with that goddamn handgun, it is a great game. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. Maybe I've inspired you to try out this challenge yourself. And, feel free to let me know of any other games or challenges for these playthroughs that you'd like to see in the future. But until then, take care, people. Sayonara.